Sports Radio 92.9 The Game here with Colquitt County Packers head coach Rush Probst. And coach, last season didn't finish how you wanted to. You lost in the finale against North Gwinnett. What do you take from that game that you apply to this opener here at the Colquitt Classic against a tough McEachern opponent?
Well, I think you gotta, first and foremost, it's a remembering thing. I mean, it's an incentive. Our kids have been told all off season about, we lost on an untimed down, an extra play. And, it was a heartbreaking loss, no question. One of the toughest losses probably that I've ever had to be a part of. But we'll use it hopefully as an advantage and motivation and not revenge. I don't really believe in revenge, but I do believe it is motivation to not waste the failure, so to speak, and to take what you learned in that particular game and apply it to the season. And hopefully we've learned sometimes, although it's hard to swallow and it's tough, sometimes you learn more from a loss than you do a win. So we've had a good off season, we've had good spring, we've had a good summer work, good fall camp. I think our kids are ready to play. We're battling a few injuries, early season injuries that we're not planning on, but that's part of football. You got to deal with that. The one good thing I'll say is we do have a lot of depth in a lot of key positions, and we just got to come play and be as much mistake free. You're going to make mistakes. That's part of the game. You just got to minimize mistakes and hopefully come out on top.
Coach, I've had an opportunity. We're here with Coach Rush Probst, head coach, Colquitt County Packers. Coach, I've had the pleasure of doing some of your games, doing sideline reporting, and even after losses, even tough losses, you're very, very gracious. And for example, the tough loss to North Gwinnett on an untimed down, a situation that's really out of your control, out of your hands, nothing you can control at the end of the day, yet you use that as a positive, and even as a result of that, we've seen that they're going to a seventh official, sort of like a playoff format. I'm not going to say in reaction to that, but as a result to that. So what consolation is there to know, at least even though things didn't go your way last year, a change has been made for not necessarily your team, but for all of high school football here in Georgia?
I think any time that you can use technology in a positive way and it can help the game and better the game and to improve the game, then obviously you use it. You don't have the old attitude, well, this is the way we've always done it. If I've heard that excuse a million times, I've heard it 1,000,001. So I'm hats off to the people that made that happen. We need instant replay in high school football, and we need the extra official. I think that will help. The tough deal in that game was we self-exploded ourselves with the two penalties, with too many people on the field. But the hard pill to swallow was 3 seconds to go at the 38. They're out of field goal range. They throw the Hail Mary, and we were called for a pass interference on a Hail Mary. That was a tough pill to swallow because they caught the ball. I can understand if they don't catch the ball, but they caught the ball, and it was short of the end zone 5 yards. And then, the flag comes out, and then they mark it 15, and then obviously give them a shot at the field goal. And, we get the wrong block in. That's another coaching mistake we made. So people are going to make mistakes. Officials are going to make mistakes. Coaches are going to make mistakes. Players are going to make mistakes. But in that situation, and I don't know that instant replay would have helped in that at all, probably not in that particular situation, but I think the seventh official, maybe they'd have gotten together and talked a little bit about it, another view or an angle, because they did get together and talk about it for it seems like 45 seconds to a minute before they assessed the penalties. So, who knows? But again, that's, in the past, and it's, we're moving forward. We'll learn from it. Everybody will learn from it. There were other games that had issues, so I think you got to applaud the GHSA, and you got to applaud the people that are making those decisions and hope to make the game better. I mean, it is what it is.